John King for the Sprawl alongside Paddy, the Baddy Pimblett, who fights in 12 days' time at Cage Warriors. Paddy, you're fighting back in the Echo Arena. You're fighting Johnny Frachey. It's like your long-awaited title shot, shall we say? Why do you think you have to wait so long for, obviously, Alex Enlund, the former champion, just been signed to the UFC? Is there any relationship between you two? Is there a reason why you didn't fight for that title while he was holding it?
No, not really. Like we're our friends. Like, to be honest, I've went and trained with him before and stuff. But he's got the same manager as well. We're both signed by Intensity, but he went to SBG, didn't he? Didn't he? He went to SBG, so we're not really mates no more, to be honest. He went to SBG, it's one of them things. I'd fight Alex, everyone knows that. Everyone knows I would have fought him for the title and I would have won, but we're still half mates. But he went to SBG, so we're not mates at the same time. So everyone knows that I'm the Cage Warriors rifle featherweight champion, you know what I mean? I am the rifle featherweight champ on Cage Warriors. He hasn't fought on Cage Warriors since 2014, was it? When he beat Adnan Amani and actually won the belt. I've been fighting on Cage Warriors since, and I've been fighting at featherweight since, on Armenia. He's fought at lightweight since that, hasn't he? He hasn't even fought at featherweight. So I am the rifle featherweight champ, and everyone knows that. It's that simple.
Yeah. You're on this card alongside there's 6 next gen fights on this card. One other fighter is also, well, he's the champion already, Chris Fishgold. How much does it mean to kind of like have so many teammates on the same card? Is it a boost for you? Is it more nerve-wracking? What's that like?
Nah, it's great, everyone feels the same emotions and the same things at the same time, you know what I mean? It can be a bit harder, like, because everyone's feeling down, everyone's feeling the weight cut, everyone's feeling horrible, but you've got each other there to be like, you're alright, lad, don't worry about it, you know what I mean? Like, there was times last week when Dylan was feeling down and I patted him on the back and was like, lad, you're sweet, don't worry about it. It's happened with Ellis, and like this week it's been me, you know what I mean? My head fell off and I've needed them to pat me on the back and say, Paddy, you're going to be alright, don't worry about it, lad, you've done this with us, it's going to be sweet, you know what I mean? So it's good to have that many teammates on a show, and we're all going to put on a spectacle, you know what I mean? It's going to be unbelievable, we're going to go 6-0.
How is the weight cut going? You said everyone's had a tough time. How far off are you from weight?
I've got a bit of weight to go, me, like. I'm not gonna lie.
How's the weight cut going? Is it going good?
It's going average. You know what I mean? It's going a little bit better than last time. Like this show come upon us a bit drastic, didn't it? Like it just got flung together. Yeah. Like it's mad. I can just remember getting back from a festival about 6 weeks ago and getting told, we're going to the Echo Arena to speak to the Echo Arena with Paul. I went, go on, Sam. We went, and then 3 days later the show was announced and I'm fighting on it, and I'm like, what, this is 5 weeks away. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was walking around quite heavy. I'd just been on holiday and chilled for a few weeks, so like, and then this fight was scheduled at 150 at first. I didn't want to kill myself to make 145 because there was no meaning behind making 145, and then Alex got signed. Yeah. And I was on course to make 150. Yeah. But just when a title comes on the line, you've just got to go for it, haven't you? I can't say no, we'll do this fight at 150. I want to be a world champion, and I know I'm going to be a world champion. So it's just all I've got to do is make the weight, and I'll be a world champion before I get to the UFC.
Yeah. How many fights, Conor McGregor held this belt, Alex Enlund held this belt, they've both been signed. How many fights for you, if you win this belt, do you think it will be before you get signed?
None. I don't think I have to win this belt. I am just winning this belt for me because I want to win this belt, because I want to be a world champion. I don't have to win this belt to get signed. The UFC know why I am. The UFC want to sign Paddy the Baddy. You know what I mean? I don't have to do nothing else. Yeah. If they sign Alex Enlund, then they want me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everyone knows that.
Yeah. Is, like, obviously, as I said, people have held this belt, just the big names. Conor McGregor's the biggest. Do you kind of feel like you're in like his area, like people that wouldn't concentrate on Cage Warriors normally would think, oh well, Conor McGregor held this belt, now this fella's holding this belt. Do you think that adds, like, opens you up a little bit so more people can kind of see you and things like that?
It does a little bit, because people just go, oh, but Cage Warriors belt, oh, what's that? You know what I mean? People, oh, what's that? You know what I mean? Like it's lower than the championship. You know what I mean? People, they haven't got a clue about MMA, and they think that it's meaningless, this belt, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's the biggest promotion in Europe. It's the biggest belt you can have, in my eyes, in Europe. It's the biggest belt you can have behind the UFC and the Bellator one. All them ones in Asia don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? This is the third biggest belt in the world. Yeah. And I want to become a world champion, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean nothing to me that Conor McGregor's had it. Yeah. It doesn't mean absolutely nothing. I don't care if he's had it. He's no one to me. And he always will be no one until the day that I beat him and everyone realised that I was right.
Yeah. Do you, like, would you be comfortable going to the UFC, you know, if Alex wouldn't have got signed and you wouldn't have got this shot, would you have been comfortable going to the UFC without winning this belt?
Yeah. Doesn't matter to me, belts or not, know what I mean? I just want that belt. I've had the SEC belt. I want a bigger, better belt before I do move on.
Yeah. Like, as I said, after the last fight, you fought Teddy Varley. You were clipped with a hard shot. You were in all sorts of trouble. Survived, got the win. As you said, like, you didn't get much of a rest period after the fight. It was kind of flung on you straight away. How are you feeling physically? Is there anything lingering from that fight, or are you good to go?
Nah, I'm good to go. I'm always good to go, lad. He caught me with a little shot in the nose. Like, my nose is a little bit. Noses feel the after effects of that. Like, but that's about it, lad. Know what I mean? I'll always have these good looks, won't I? So I haven't got to worry about that. And I'm still in shape, like. So come at me, Johnny, lad. Come at me. It's gonna get messy on you like it did for Teddy.
How much do you know about the opponent? How much have you looked into him? How much do you know?
I keep getting asked this, but I haven't watched any of them, to be honest. I watched one of his fights because one of my mates asked me, oh, what's he like? Any good? One of my mates from by ours, so I showed him this fight. Yeah. That's all I've seen, to be honest. Like, Paul's watched him. Like I've said before, he's gonna cause me no problems in any area of MMA, you know what I mean? No area of mixed martial arts is he gonna cause me any problems. I'm a better boxer than him, I'm a better Thai boxer than him, I'm a better wrestler than him, I'm a better grappler than him. I want him to come into the cage and try and bring it to me and do something I've never seen before, because I know he won't have something that I've never seen before.
Yeah. Is there, obviously, a lot of people, like, when this fight is announced, a lot of people are kind of like unimpressed with the opponent. Are you, like, I mean, obviously you fought good fights, you fought less than good fighters. Is there any, like, do you change up at all? You know, do you ever train harder for some opponents, not as hard for any opponents, or is it just the same?
You can't do that, because if you do that and then you lose, then it's on that. Like, I don't like to mention it, like, but I've done that before when I did lose.
Yeah,
I didn't train as much, you know what I mean? I didn't think I had to, you know what I mean? Didn't put as much effort in, and that's the reason I've got a 1, you know what I mean? That's the reason I've got a 1 next to my record, so I never do that. I never ever do that, but the way everyone was moaning about my opponents, what am I meant to do? You know what I mean? People are getting on me saying, oh, he's 18-10, what do you want me to do, lad? Yeah. Turn back time and get him to change his record? I can't do nothing if he's fought at welterweight, lightweight, featherweight and bantamweight. There's nothing I can do. The fight got put out there to every single top featherweight and top lightweight even, because I was going to fight at lightweight. It got put out there to every one of yous, and yous all turned it down. So don't come at me and say I'm fighting cans and that. Don't come at me saying that when this fight got given to every single 145er and 155er about, and yous all turned it down.
How frustrating is it having, like, so many opponents turn you down, like, before a fight? It is frustrating. Like,
Paul told me, Cage Warriors give that fight to about 8 or 9 top European fighters and they all turned it down. What am I meant to do about that? You know what I mean? I'm not the matchmaker. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah. What have you been working on specifically for this fight campaign? Anything specific, or is it just the same thing?
Everything, as we always do, you know what I mean? Be prepared for everything. like just like I was last time with Teddy Varlett, know what I mean? Like I was the time before with Grimshaw. I'm always ready for no matter what you bring to the table.
Yeah. Obviously you mentioned earlier the Cameron loss. I'll bring it up for you. Do you ever, like, I know Cameron's kind of like a bantamweight now, he switches in between, but do you ever look back and kind of think that you want that loss back? Do you think you'll ever get it back?
Yeah, of course. Everyone does that with every loss they've ever had, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you've got a loss on your record, it's one of them where you think about it and you pinch yourself and then like, know what I mean? It's there, but there's no point in even speaking about him, really, is there? Because what's his record? 3-2. Know what I mean? And I'm 11-1 now. He's in my past, not my future. But if he ever did want to fight again, know what I mean? I would fight him, but we're half on speaking terms and that. Me and Cam now, he speaks to me on Twitter now and then, so I don't mind if he ever wants to try and make a name for himself again. He can, because that is going to be the only name he's remembered for the rest of his life. He's going to be known as the person who beat Paddy the Baddy.
Do you kind of, obviously getting beat is not a good thing, but do you think there's less pressure now that you're not undefeated, that you've actually suffered a loss?
I don't know, you know, because I put enough pressure on myself anyway. So, and to be honest, I don't feel pressure. People say, we get nervous and that pressure. What is pressure, lad? You know what I mean? What's pressure? This is what we do. We train our asses off 6 days a week to get in there and fight in that cage. Do you think I'm gonna let pressure get to me in that cage for 25 minutes when I have been working my ass off in here for 7 years? Nah, doesn't happen, John.
How much of an, obviously Cage Warriors is on Fight Pass now, how much of a factor, how much do you think about, you know, the fact that Dana White could be watching and any of the Batistas could be watching? Does that come into your mind, like when you're fighting or before a fight or anything like that?
Nah, because they should be watching, not could be watching. They will be watching because they know who's coming on. They know that their next cash cow, their next superstar is walking out now, so they're watching me. They know when I fight on Cage Warriors, they're watching me every time. They know when I'm on UFC Fight Pass, they get up and they watch it because they know who Paddy the Baddy is. It's that simple.
Are you kind of glad that it's more exposure? As you said, you don't feel pressure. Is it what, like, now that it's on Fight Pass, Cage Warriors since it came back is kind of shot up like quite a bit. Is it more excitement? What is it? What's the feeling, you know, before you go to fight? As you said, you don't feel pressure. Is it excitement? Yeah,
I'm always just stood in the changes singing songs, and then when we get down to buy the thing, I just can't wait to walk out. I just can't wait to hear my song and just stand there and start clapping with a big smile on my face.
What's comp been like for this fight? Has it been a good one?
Yeah, it's been sound, like I was saying before, because we've got a few lads fighting. Like, there's a lot of us, know what I mean? Adam would have been fighting as well. He's basically done a full camp with us with injuries off his last fight, but he's got injuries, so that's why he's not fighting. But yeah, we're all ready as ever, know what I mean?
Yeah. Adam's obviously, I think he said he's fighting in November sometime.
Yeah, he could be fighting in November. Hopefully we'll see him back out in November.
Yeah, that's on a big show as well. Before we go, what do you want to say to Johnny, and how's this fight gonna go?
Don't know, he's probably not gonna see this him, like, is he? What's happening, John? How are we, lad? Nothing, just have a safe trip over. I hope you get here in one piece, because you're not going home in one piece.
Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we go?
All my training partners, know what I mean? Everyone that's in here with me every day. Paul, Ellis, Dylan, Fishy, Adam, everyone. And my strength and conditioning coach JP, because I haven't just been going home every night, I've been living in his. He's been making me brekkie every morning, getting me up for early morning runs and that. And then obviously I've got to thank my family, mainly my dad and my friends and family, and then all my sponsors. Scramble, Muscle and Nutrition, Alessi, the Focus Group, Tsuti, Judges Demand, and Minibus UK.
Yeah, that's a lot. Paddy, thank you very much.
Nice one, John. Anytime, you know that fella.
Thank you.